Hello friends, today in this last lecture of module 1, we will study about the difference between marketing and selling. So, what are the differences in terms of philosophies, thinking, processes, what company does, how company does, when company does, where company does? We will see the difference between these two thinking. Now, first of all, marketing aligns the activities as per the requirements of the customer. So, marketing starts by finding out the needs of the customer. What does the customers require? Customers require a family time. Customer requires an adventure trip. Your customer can also be a company which is looking for a trip for its vendors. Your customer can also be one of that company which is trying to arrange a trip for some of the contestant winners. Your customer can also be a person who is organizing some kind of event. This event can be a musical event to be done at professional level to make money out of it, or this event can be a marriage, a destination marriage. This event can be 25th wedding anniversary of parents organized by son, daughter. This can be any kind of a tourism product. It can be a honeymoon trip. It can be even an educational tour for students. It can even be a niche kind of product like Caterpillar tour, where people who are interested in knowing about caterpillars, transformation of caterpillars, and doing a research on caterpillars or on butterflies want to go on caterpillar tours to the northeastern part of India, or a butterfly park in Ranchi, or a butterfly park in close to Pattaya in Thailand. So these are very niche kind of products. So your tour can be your product in fact can be a very ordinary kind of product, or your product can be a very niche product. But we need to understand here one thing: whatever type of product that is, that product is catering to some kind of need of your customer, that is tourist here. So whatever the company does, it aligns its activities in line to the requirement of its tourist, its customer. This is the basic concept of marketing. Now next is selling. In case of selling, activities are as per the requirement of the company. So selling is what? It's existing with the company for whatever may be the XYZ reason. The reason could be because companies has vendors, company has good connectivity, company has offices at that destination, so it is organizing a trip to that place, whatever may be the reason. But company has made the product because it is convenient for them, convenient, or another word for that is feasible. This feasibility is on part of company and not as per the liking of the tourist. So here the center of all the activity is tourist or customer. Here the center of the activity is the resources which are available with the company, the strengths of the company. Okay, or it may be even the weakness of the company, because company cannot do certain kind of activities for whatever technological problem or human resource related problem or vendors related problem it is not doing that. So it is doing or not doing on the basis of the convenience of the company. While we talk about marketing, it is all about customers. It is all about tourists and travelers. Now, second difference between marketing and selling is, marketing is a process to find out the requirements of the customers and then to make a product accordingly. So first you find out, first activity is to find out the requirement of the tourist and then to make a product accordingly. While if we look at selling, first of all, selling is a process to make money for the company by selling the product. So selling the product means the product was already existing. Am I right? So product is existing, and then after making the product, you have gone to the customer to ask him to purchase the product. So here, requirement of the customer is the heart of all the activities, is at the center of all the activities. The product has been made accordingly in marketing. While in selling, here actually the product came first and then came the customer. In marketing, the customer came first. In selling, the product came first. Okay. Now, third difference between marketing and selling is sustainable income comes by satisfying the customer's needs. So, satisfying the customer's need, and then customer is getting satisfied. First, you satisfy the need and then you pay attention towards the level of satisfaction. It's not just about the need. Means, in marketing, please listen to me very carefully. Satisfying the need is what customer was already expecting. Then what is the difference between customer satisfaction? Customer satisfaction may be even beyond what customer was needing or expecting. So marketing is all about going beyond the expectations, needs, desires and wants of the customers. So it is about not just about having a satisfied customer, it is about having a delighted customer by crossing the expectations of the customer, surpassing the expectations of the customer. While if you talk about selling, money generated on sales volume. They simply concentrate on sales volume. The more we sell, the more we produce the money. That every transaction is the matter of concentration. More transactions, more transaction in selling. And in marketing, higher satisfaction level of customer, higher satisfaction level of customers. So that's how these two thinking are different. Now next is company pays attention towards market research to explore more and more customer requirement. So market research, which is actually a very expensive process, which requires expertise, which requires the company also willing to spend money on finding out those things or knowledge, that knowledge which is not existing with the company so far. So company spends a lot of money in finding out these gaps, these knowledge gaps, these product gaps which are existing in the market, which company was not aware of till now. And it's an expensive process. It's a very expensive process. And it's a very, it requires expertise. When we talk about selling, more attention towards aggressive selling. Sell more, sell more, sell more. And think, sell more what? Which you have produced first, which the company has produced first. You are not here doing aggressive selling for a product which has been produced as per the liking and choice of the tourist. You have produced a product as per the convenience and feasibility of the company. And then it's about aggressive selling. So aggressive selling, this can be done, I told you in my previous lecture also, can be done for those products like Thailand and Malaysia to a certain extent, which are at that stage of product life cycle which is already developed, saturated. Now every product is same here. Since every product is same, there is no uniqueness, and customer is also not looking for uniqueness in the product, innovativeness in the product. So the company can go ahead with only aggressive selling because everybody is more or less selling the same thing. I am also selling the same thing. Okay, but when we talk about marketing, nahin. Even if they come up with Thailand and Malaysia kind of a tour, they will try to add those components of Thai and Malaysia which are so far not exploited. Maybe a meditation tour, maybe not just a sightseeing tour, but more about experiences of Thai culture. Okay, so that's how, if we look at these two things, same destination is being sold by two different philosophies or thought process, but at one place everybody is selling, so this company is also producing and selling the similar kind of product without even finding out what does it customer require, while in second one the company has tried to explore those components of a destination which have not been sold so far, not been available in the market so far, and might be available in different geographical market, but where the company wants to sell this particular product, in that particular market it is not available. So they have explored those components, then they have incorporated those components, and then after that they have entered into the market. This comes through research, remember this thing, and then they have entered into this market by a new innovative product on a destination which was already a much explored one. So that's the difference between marketing and selling. Now the next difference is customer feedback has given significant importance, not importance, significant importance, while deciding future action of plans and modifications in the product. What does customer say? What did he like? What he didn't like? What kind of modifications are required in the product? What about the prices? What about other companies? How is other company delivering the similar kind of product? All these feedback will be incorporated into future action plan and will be given significant importance while planning modifications which the company needs to make in its future products. While if we talk about selling, customer feedback is more used to assess the performance of sales team. Why? Because sales team is their asset, the main asset. Sales team is the one which is doing the entire work of bringing in money into the company. So they will, when they take feedback, they will pay a lot of attention towards the feedback of the customers or the tourists on their sales team, and then they will try to inculcate all those suggestions, improvements, modifications, good, bad, very good, whatever has been given in that feedback, they will convey that message to the sales team, and accordingly they will train their sales team. So here in marketing, the money is being spent on research to make an innovative product. In selling, the money is being spent on giving better training to the sales team. So this is how actually the utilization of financial resources of company are used in two different ways. Now further on the same topic, marketing is proactive by nature. What is the meaning of proactive? They do not wait for this marketing philosophy following people. They do not wait for others to come and tell them that this is what they need to do. They foresee the forces in the environment, like government policies, any kind of mutual understanding between the country of origin and where the destination is located, any kind of new thing, new destination coming up, change in taste of the tourist which is coming up. So they foresee all those things through research. They don't only see what is written on the paper, they read between the lines. In their research, they try to assess the direction in which the company is moving or the taste of their customer is moving. Taste is not just in the difference of the destination, that previously people wanted to go to one destination, now the people want to go to another destination. It may also be about previously people were more interested in going on a short haul trip, maybe 2 nights, 3 days, and now the people are more interested in, let's say, 6 nights, 7 days. Or it may be even previously people were more interested in spending let's say maybe 2 lakh package. Now people are more interested in a 5 lakh package. Previously people were more interested in a short duration economical package. Now they are more interested in but repeatedly going. But now people are interested in maybe just once or twice in a year, or maybe once in 2 years, but a long duration trip with a higher expenditure. So that's how the taste is not just about destination and activities. It is also about where to go, when to go, for how many days to go, how much money to spend, what activities to do, what activities to not do, new thing which is coming up in the market. All these things, like government has come up with this Udan scheme. So by this Udan scheme, all those destinations which were not reachable earlier by air are now reachable. So all those people, aged people who couldn't go for a long trip by road can go now. So all these policies, they play a very active role. And this is how actually, companies foresee the upcoming changes in the market, and they become proactive and involve those changes in their product, and by being first in the market and not waiting for others to do that and then coming up with a similar kind of product and saying me too kind of a thing. Okay. Now next is what happens in case of selling. In case of selling, it is more about pushing sale of the products which are already available. So this innovation is something which is missing on part of product. But when it is about innovation of the processes, they do. Because they also want to make their sales team more and more efficient. So initially they may be doing just offline sale. Now they have become more aggressive and more aggressively present in the online platform also. So that's how actually they also do innovation, but where the innovation is being done are two very different things. Now next is, it makes company more competitive. What? Marketing. Marketing makes company more competitive and customer oriented. They want to be as much customer oriented as they can, as per the requirement of the customers. Even if they have to push their boundaries and develop altogether a new vendors chain, altogether a new suppliers chain, altogether a new process, marketing companies will do that. This is not the case in case of selling. In selling, more attention is towards selling the products of own. Whatever they already have, they have to sell it, and not towards being competitive. They want their selling team to be competitive. But when it is about other aspects of the company, like product is there, price is there, more promotion is there, or maybe innovative ways of doing these things, they are not much. They are more on selling team. They are concentrating too much on, selling team. So more attention is towards the selling the product, making their selling team competitive, but not other aspects of their company competitive. Now, marketing, again, outward oriented, as it is more governed by the market forces. So since market forces are those forces which directly impact the marketing oriented company, so they are more outward. What has been happening in the surrounding, in the macro environment of the business, in the external economy, and then those changes which are required to adjust those factors or those things which are happening in the external environment, they will incorporate those changes in their internal environment. So external environment is very important for them, while here internal environment, strengths and weaknesses of the company, and they will go ahead with it. In marketing, it will be completely reverse. Whatever has happened in the surrounding, they will incorporate that in their internal, marketing environment. If they need to provide training, if they need to incorporate new product, if they need to provide some kind of, new platform for selling, they need to develop altogether a new chain of vendors. Whatever is required, they will be responding towards the external changes. While in case of selling, a company will be responding more towards the changing internal environment. If for some reason they can produce a product, they will do it. If for some reason they cannot produce the product, they will not do it. And whatever they have done, now it is the job of the sales team to make money by selling that product. So that's the difference between these two. Now in marketing, in tourism industry, long-term survival is possible through marketing. Why? Because too many sellers, too many buyers, too many destinations, difficult to get anything as in a form of copyright or patent. So here survival is possible only through marketing. In case of selling, may be good for short term. Why? Because research is a very expensive process. Research has almost been bypassed. Customer feedback has given importance, but not the research. So here it is good for short term, but not very competitive. But in a highly competitive and ever-changing industry, and that too when most of the products, origin and destinations, and these products are existing in some other country or some other geographical region altogether, selling concept may not be very good for the long-term survival of any travel agency, tour operator, hotel, or airline, or any transport provider, or any such thing. So we need to be here very think that in one way, one is proactive, another one is reactive, one is outward oriented, another one is inward oriented. So one is very trying to be very competitive, another one is not competitive, one is research oriented, another one is paying more emphasis towards training its sales team. So that's how these two types of companies are different, very different type of companies. The last is marketing companies. Since the products are as per the requirement of the tourist, hence profit margin per unit sale is generally high because you can't command price. Company is selling what its customers want. So prices to a certain extent can be commanded or under the control. But remember, when I am saying commanded or under the control, does not mean that price element can be ignored during being competitive. If still a company which is following marketing philosophy is into a market or is selling a product which is readily available into the market by other company also, which are again following marketing, then of course prices have to be competitive here also. Okay, so products, but still, since products are as per the requirement of the tourist, so tourists will be kind of willing to pay a higher price. So that's how prices can be commanded. So generally the prices are higher, while in the selling concept per unit price is not that important. What is the volume of that particular product sold is more of importance, because the volume sold actually generates profit and not per unit cost, per unit profit. So that's how at one place in marketing they make their product in such a way where the customer is willing to pay the price. In selling concept, they make a product and then they sell it, and then they think about selling it in volume, so that if every unit the profit is down, then at least through volume they can generate more profit. So that's the basic difference in profit generation between these two philosophies. Next is word of mouth, or which is also called WOM or WOM, and another word which is being used nowadays is word of mouse, that is online, again WOM. So when we talk about WOM, it plays a significant role in generating sales lead. Why? Because all those customers who want a package, a tour as per their choice, their requirements, they will search for companies which make products of their choice. So they will go to the website of the company and will look for the feedback and for word of mouth, and word of mouth through friends, through relatives, through other people speaking about them at different platforms. So here in marketing, WOM matters a lot. While no such thing is happening, they do take a feedback, but that is more about sales team and not about the other components of the company or the other components of the entire process of the tourist life cycle. Now, last point of difference is in marketing, emphasis is on long-term relationship building with the customer. Why? Because every customer, when he or she speaks positive or even negative, will impact another prospective customer. So if this positivity about the company, is goodwill about the company is not existing, then in that condition, marketing efforts will not reap the kind of benefit which the company is looking for. So they concentrate a lot on building a long-term relationship with their customer so that by using this relationship, they can provide better benefits to the customer by making products as per their choice and then getting better money or a premium price from that same product and getting better profitability for the company itself. While if we look at selling, emphasis is on every single transaction, means maximization of profit through every transaction. So each transaction is important. It is not about relationship. Even if they think that by selling a product at a certain price, they can make more profit on this transaction, the company or the sales team will go ahead with it. While if we talk about marketing, if they have to let go a part of their profit in lieu of building a long-term relationship so that in future they can make profit by some other transaction, they will go ahead. So in selling, that current moment, this present transaction is of more importance, while in marketing, a long-term relationship, professional relationship, building a relationship which is more beneficial for customers as well as for the company is of more importance. So with this, we have completed module 1, which was about the introduction of tourism marketing. And the last, I have given you a list of 5 books. You can refer to any of these books of your choice or availability. These books are available for second-hand sale also at different platforms, online as well as offline. And you can enhance your knowledge on these topics which we have covered in this last 5 lectures so far. Now, let us see what are we going to do in our next week. Next week, we will start module 2. In module 2, we will study tourism marketing environment, its analysis, marketing mix, and handling customer grievances. Thank you.